Welcome to Inside Alli Sports. If you like what you see, and quite frankly, why wouldn't you? Please subscribe. Trust me, you'll thank me later. And more importantly, like us, because we like to be liked. It's a love thing.
We do. And Pat Parnell here.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm Angela's son. Pro snowboarders and free skiers from all corners of the globe gathered at the Winter X Games Tignes in France in one of the most competitive lineups of the season. In his very first appearance at Tignes for Winter X, rumors were flying that White was going to take it up even higher and attempt a new trick, the double alley-oop rodeo. The fan anticipation was off the charts, and White had no trouble setting the bar as high as his air with a run that was his competitor's worst fear.
He started out with a huge backside air.
This is his debut here at the Winter X Games.
Back-to-back double cork 1080s.
Pay attention, they hit the flat bottom, pay attention, and then flying above the crowd.
Frontside inverted 540.
This is why judges hand out
Double McTwist 1260, and finished with an alley-oop rodeo on his last hit.
Alley-oop rodeo, that trick is so difficult.
Shaun didn't attempt his new trick, but clearly it didn't affect his score, nailing a near-perfect 98.
Wasn't 100? What's up with that? Challenger Louie Vito had one last chance on his third run to unseat the king of superpipe, and he came close with 4 consecutive double corks.
Like this. Oh, and that was a beautiful run there for Louie Vito.
Which got the fans fired up, but fell short when it came to the judges.
And the pressure was definitely felt by Swiss rider Iouri Podladtchikov, who scored an 88 on his first run. When Shaun White passed on trying his new trick, iPod went all in and attempted a new trick of his own, a switch double McTwist 1260. Wowzers. Unfortunately, the risk didn't find its reward, and he crashed setting up for it, ending his third and final run. But the 88 on his first run was enough to put Podladtchikov on the podium in third, with Louie Vito topping iPod with a 94.33 for the silver. And no surprise to anybody, Shaun White walking away again with X Games gold.
After standing on the second place podium at the Burton US Open for the first time in, well, at this point no one can really remember, Kelly stepped foot on the snow at Tignes, determined to reclaim her title as the Shaun White of women's snowboarding.
Or maybe Shaun's the Kelly Clark of men's snowboarding.
I kind of like that one better.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all starting to get really confusing. But Kelly wasn't without competition. Caitlin Farrington threw 3 900s to challenge Clark. That was answered by Elena Height, who beat Clark for the top spot at the Burton US Open. Height hit a smooth, solid run, moving her to second place past Farrington. But at the end of the day, the pipe once again belonged to Kelly Clark. Her second run started with the frontside 720, then cap 720, huge frontside 900,
Huge frontside 900.
backside 540, and a huge frontside 1080 on the last wall. Final results had Clark taking X Games gold with a 95, a full 10 points ahead of second place finisher Height, followed by Farrington in third place.
But the name Shaun White didn't stop at the superpipe. Oh no, as the Olympic gold medalist found his way to the slopestyle course. And Shaun asked himself an obvious question: why dominate one event when you can dominate 2? Well thought out. Just like superpipe, White set the bar ridiculously high on his first run, playing it fairly safe on the rails, but combining his big tricks with nearly flawless landings.
He comes up with tricks and then effortlessly puts them to his feet.
Canadian Mark McMorris attempted to get in the neighborhood of White's score with a 90, but fell on his last 2 runs. 2010 Winter X Games Tignes gold medalist Eric Letts struggled through his first 2 runs. His 88-point score on run 3 netted him the third place spot on the podium, with McMorris snagging the silver and Shaun White setting yet another record as the only Winter X Tignes athlete to win 2 golds at the event.
In women's slopestyle, defending X Games Tignes gold medalist Jamie Anderson made it look easy, and once again took home the gold medal. She was followed by Canadian Spencer O'Brien in second on the podium, and Finnish rider Enni Ruukajärvi in third. Men's ski slopestyle was one of the tightest competitions in Winter X history, with the top podium finishers all scoring in the 90s and separated by only a 3-point difference. Defending X Games gold medalist Tom Wallish was unable to repeat his win, as Bobby Brown beat his own first run score with a phenomenal 95-point second run that set the crowd on fire. Final results had Norway's Andreas Hatvedt taking third, with Tom Wallish settling for silver, and fellow American Bobby Brown with X Games gold.
For women's ski slopestyle, Canada's Kaya Turski set the record with her third consecutive Winter X Games teens gold medal. She did the same thing at X Games Aspen, making Turski the first X Games athlete with a double three-peat at 2 X Game events. Australia's Anna Segal took second, with Dara Howell from Canada earning the bronze.
For a complete list of results, check out xgames.com.
Shaun White's name is now being uttered in the same breath as superstar athletes like Michael Jordan. How does he dominate, and how long will he stay uncontested at the top? When I have important questions like these on almost any subject, I go straight to our expert snowboard analyst and one of my favorite life coaches, Todd Richards.
Let's talk about Shaun White's competitive year, but let's start back last summer when he was competing skateboarding at Detour. Shaun came in and did really, really well.
Here's the armadillo. Wow! Shaun White!
Once he gets on a skateboard, he's unstoppable if he lands his run. Fast forward now to December. Shaun had been working on skating, maybe working on some other projects. He's got a lot of business ventures happening. He comes to Breckenridge. He gets to the event maybe a day before the halfpipe starts. Has 1 day of practice. Goes home with the halfpipe easily. Then we see another break for Shaun White. Doesn't show up again until X Games. Gets hurt in slopestyle practice. Opts out of slopestyle. Comes back the next night. Destroys everyone in the halfpipe.
A perfect 100. The first time ever!
Then Shaun disappears again. Then he pops back up at the US Open of Snowboarding. Drops in, cruise control, minimal practice, wins the contest on his first run, dropping into the pipe that day. 1 week later, he shows up at European X Games and suddenly has a whole bunch of new tricks in slopestyle and wins the halfpipe on cruise control.
Rock star, top to bottom. Shaun White delivers for this crowd.
Shaun basically showed up and blowed up at every single event that he came to this year.
Shaun White about to drop in.
A perfect 100!
Shaun White, the man, the myth, the legend. Shaun White is in the driver's seat, and he's basically got room for no others in the car.
He dominated, and I don't really see this slowing down. You cannot argue the fact that Shaun White is the best halfpipe snowboarder on the face of the earth. Hands down, that ever lived.
Thanks, Todd. The winners of the Real Snow Backcountry competition were also announced at the Winter X Games. Nicholas Mueller was awarded gold by the judges, followed by Gigi Ruff in second and Jussi Oksanen in third. But don't feel bad for third place Oksanen, because he came out on top in the fan favorite competition.